you all to Indian Curries and Pickles. I'm Amita, your host, to take you on a delectable journey of regional cuisine in the times where convenient food, fast food or plastic food has taken over the proper food. It's my humble attempt to bring the aroma of authentic Indian food to your kitchen. जैसा कि आप सब जानते हैं, ये महीना रमज़ान का है और इस चीज़ को दिमाग में रखते हुए I thought to go with the flavor and I decided to cook two dishes for you. One is Halim, which is a very famous delicacy of iftar parties, and another is dates and apricot chutney or pickle, whatever you may name it. Let's not waste the time and let's get started. So preparation of Halim requires two steps. One is making porridge and another is cooking the meat. So I'm going to start with the meat first. So that is the marination of the meat. Let me show you how we do it. So first we'll marinate the Halim, and for that we will put some salt, some red pepper, pinch of haldi, and these are all the spices which we are going to add into it, and I'll give you the list in the recipe what all spices we are going to add. Then we are going to add some curd into it. You can add coriander and pudina, whatever herbs you like. I have done it before so that we don't waste time in marination. This I did the last night. I'm going to add this also into this. So this I kept overnight, and now we are going to cook this meat. So let's get started. At this stage we will also add some fried onions into it. So let's on the flame. I'm going to add a very little oil in this. See, I'm not going to add much of oil because we are going to cook it in the desi ghee later. So let this hot. Let us cook the meat. So I'm going to add this. We will let it cook for some time. In the meantime, let me tell you how we prepare the porridge. So while the meat is cooking, we'll add some coriander and we'll add some pudina, fresh pudina into this. So these are the ingredients for the porridge which we are going to make separately, and then after meat is cooked we are going to add both the things. But let me first tell you what all you are going to add into the porridge. This is green moong dal, this is urad dal, this is barley, this is chana dal. Now while this is cooking, we'll roast all our ingredients a bit. I'm also going to add a tablespoon of broken wheat dalia. I'm going to roast all this for a while. We don't have to roast it properly, we just have to semi-roast it because we have to grind it. Now we'll pressure cook this meat for say 20 minutes. And we'll stop roasting this dalia. Let it cool a bit, then we'll grind it, semi-grind it, not properly grind, just semi-grind it. Now we are going to put it in a dry grinder or semi-dry grinder. See, I haven't made it powder, it's semi-grind. Now we will put it back in the cooker, add little bit of oil. Not much, very little. And now we will add this. We will give it a toss. Roast it a little bit more. Roast this dalia even further for say 5 minutes. I'll add some garam masala, or if you get Halim masala in the market, you can add that as well. little bit of red chili, little bit of salt. See, now it is looking like goldenish. Now we'll add some water into it and let it cook for say 20-25 minutes. Water should be 3 times more than the quantity of the cereals. Give it a gentle stir, and now I'm going to put this also. Now we are going to cook meat as well as porridge for 20 to 25 minutes, and after that let it cool, and then we'll mix both the ingredients and I'll tell you how. So while these 2 cookers, I've put them on simmer, let's start with dates chutney or pickle. So let me show you the ingredients we need for dates and apricot chutney or pickle. This is tamarind. This is around half kg of tamarind which I've soaked. This is jaggery, half kg of jaggery. These are dates. This is sultana or kishmish, whatever you may call it. This is apricots, and this is sunflower seeds. You can also use muskmelon seeds, but I didn't have that, so I'm using sunflower seeds. These are the few spices which are going to go into it. It's only salt, red chili powder and roasted cumin or bhuna zira. So first we will keep tamarind pulp on the flame. We'll add some water into it. We'll boil it for say 15 to 20 minutes. We will not add anything at this time. Let it boil for say 20 minutes, and then we'll stain it, and then we'll put rest of the ingredients. So let's wait for 15-20 minutes. Yeah, it's done. See, it's smooth. Let's also check our mutton. Yup, it's done too. See, mutton is done. Some people use mutton with bones and then debone it after boiling, but I prefer using mincemeat because it's less of work. This is the consistency of khichdi. The way we make khichdi, it's like that. Now we will make a smooth paste of both the things. We'll put it in the mixer, grinder or whatever you have at home. Now it's blended perfectly, a very homogeneous mixture. Now I'm going to blend the mutton. So now is the most important part of making halim. This involves mixing of mutton and mixing of a porridge. This is a very important step because this will give the final texture and taste to your dish. So first let's add very little of desi ghee into it. Add julienne of ginger. Little bit of rose petals. If you don't have rose petals, you can add a drop of rose essence which is available in the market. Now we'll add mutton first, and now we're going to add porridge into it. Now if you notice, it's almost 50% of mutton and 50% of the porridge. Now as you cook your halim, it's going to stick to the bottom of your pan, so make sure you take a pan which has a thick bottom. And now we will add desi ghee gradually into it, not all together. As we cook, we'll put desi ghee on the sides and shake it gradually. See, it's getting stick to the bottom. halim is a high calorie dish. That is why they eat it during Ramadan, because when you need to break the fast, you need to have something which will give you instant energy. At this stage, we can also add halim masala, which is readily available in the market. This stage, I'm going to add a little bit of more desi ghee. I think this is the final thing. Now I will not add any more desi ghee to it. Let's cook for another 5 minutes or so. Flame should be very low at this time. Let it cook for another 5 minutes. In the meantime, let's look at our chutney. Mash the pulp. अब हम इस pulp को छानेंगे neatly in another bowl. So this is the product which we have got after straining the tamarind pulp. I'm going to add, this is Bunawa Zira, red mirchi and salt into it. I'm also going to add a little of the jaggery into it. And now goes in all the dates. So now we'll let it boil for another 20 to 30 minutes. The jaggery should melt completely. Dates and apricot will become very tender. So this is how it finally looks. See, it's glossy. This consistency is thick now. You can see sultana, the apricots, everything very tender now. Some nice jar. I will recommend put all the chutneys and achar only in glass and ceramic containers, not in plastic. So see, this is how it looks. So friends, halim is ready. Eid or no Eid, Ramadan or no Ramadan, according to foodism, anybody can eat it any time of the year. And I'm not going to taste it myself and say, wow, it's very tasty. I'm going to ask my cameraman to eat it and let you know how is it.